single Draenei female seeks blacksmith with grinding wheel to take care of me and my gorgeous hooves.
What's up, JM? I'm in Dark Shore currently. So I got a few more quests to do here before we head back to humanoid zones. Her name, her name is Fallen Sky because she's a shaman who fell from the sky. Yeah, it's a mage. Yeah, it's not a shaman, sorry. It is a mage. I just could not do the shaman because I really don't like I don't like managing totems, so it is definitely a mage. And I'm having fun with the mage so far. I don't play a lot of mages in WoW, so it's kind of a I don't want to say it's a new experience for me because I've certainly played mages, but it's not something I do a lot, so it's refreshing. How about that? Didn't I trying to think. Check my quest log. Stalker pelts. Oh, does it say shaman? I just mistyped that. Damn it. Thank you for pointing that out. I just put that in the description before I started streaming, and there we go. I updated it. Yeah. There's been so much talk of shamans. You know, everybody's playing Draenei shamans that it's like, you know what I mean? That it's just like become like crazy ingrained into your head. Well, I mean, yeah, it screwed up my classic add-ons. Not all of them, but I mean, they all said that they were out of date. Some of them still work. But yeah, it screwed up most of my add-ons. Yeah, pretty much. It screwed it up. Come on, you can cast it in there. Jesus. Let's take a look and see if they did update some of the add-ons. I'm gonna take a look for Quartz add-on. Updated 18 hours ago. And let's see, Z Pro was updated 7 hours ago. Let's see if these updates work. You can see Z Pro is now up to date. Let's see if Knee Plates is out. Yeah, you can see that the Z Pro update is good. Should be anyway. Knee Plates was updated 14 hours ago. I hope I didn't. Okay, it looks like they're good. Knee Plates looks like it's been updated as well. We're gonna go Questy and we're gonna grab Z Pearl. Oh, see, it's saying they're out of date. We're not going to let that. So it is saying they're out of date. Damn it. Need plates is okay, though. Let's try... Quartz is out of date, too. Try it anyway. Even though they're up to date, they're still not... Let's find out. Okay, it's there, but it's screwy. It basically reset all of the settings. Well, not all of them. Why is the pet still there? I thought I disabled those. Yeah, it's not worth it. What's up, Sam? Yeah, it's just still not working right. So I only have 2 add-ons right now that I'm using. Oh well. Someone killed Mark Deep. So I was dicking around with add-ons. I should have never messed with those add-ons, man. Target the mob? Jeez. Alright, I got the wrong size straw. I'll be right back, guys. Be right back. better. I had the wrong size straw in my Coke. I have a these metal straws, but I have different sizes, and the straw was too long, so every time I went to take a drink, I'm stabbing my mouth with the end of the straw because it's too tall. All right, let's finish these quests. I gotta get out and get this stuff done. As hard as I try and play like different MMOs, man, I still cannot find an MMO that's better than classic WoW. It's sad, I mean, in a way, because this game is so old, and yet I can't find an MMO that's better than this game. You know what I mean? Pretty sad. Reminds me of playing Lineage 2, the amount of downtime in between fights because the mana regen is so slow. The screen rotation is like way too fast. Still feels too fast.
listening. Be careful. Elun adore.
Where are my leggings?
May the stars guide you.
Let me put on the gaming sleeve. Alright, cool. The grind is real, boys. Grind is real. Got my Coca-Cola. I got my blackjack bubblegum. It's time to level this Draenei. Ah, no sé. No, no habla español. Sorry, Enrique. Only Spanish I know is Mis padres no están en casa. Or ¿Dónde está el baño? Or dos cervezas fría? Yeah, I don't speak Spanish very well. Stupid, dumb Americans. That's the problem with us Americans. We can't speak anything but English, man. Tell you what. How come he didn't give me the quest for the glaive? I'm kind of surprised that was not available to me. Huh. That was a little surprising. Powers below. I wonder if they maybe they changed it. Looks like possibly they changed it. Like the quest is available down in the Master Glaive as opposed to picking it up from 16. Find out. Powers below. Somebody already did the escort, probably. Oh, gonna do that, huh? This guy's gonna be a pain to kill because he keeps healing himself. Full heal. Full heal. Why don't you just like full heal, buddy? Man, level 19 can't come too soon. Oh, it took the place of my food buff. Come on, it should. Oh, they changed it. Rumsy Rum used to stack with your food buff, but they changed it. Oh, how lame. That sucks. Ah, you freaking bastard. These mobs that make me wish I was a blood elf because I could just interrupt that damn heal. I don't have counterspell yet. lot of good that did me. Poly. Not sheep, it's polymorph. This is how often I play a mage. Or if MSBT works. Actually, I don't even need to log out probably, but it's okay. It's logged out. Does seem to work. Good. Yeah, but some of the skills are removed, huh? That sucks. Yeah, I need to update MSPT, unfortunately. I wonder if they updated it. Probably not. Oh. I'll have to play around with it later. Damn it. Damn it. All right, hey, good job, Saj. Level 37. You crazy boy. You've been leveling like a fiend. You're not boosting, are you, Saj? Because if you're boosting, I'm going to take all your props right away from you. You took the week off? Oh, nice. Yeah, I was playing. I spent most of the day. I took today off from work, but I spent most of the day playing Swords of Legend online, and that was a total shitty game. So that was a real disappointment. It was really kind of sad, actually. Level 37. Good job, dude. 23. What? It's only 23 more to go. 100 hours? Oh, okay. God, dude, 100. I've only got like 40 because of yeah, leveling makes me sleepy too, Sam. I've only got 40 because my wife always makes me, ever since I got married, ever since I met my wife, she always makes me go up to Tennessee for like a week or two every year to go camping and hiking and stuff. So I always end up blowing a lot of my vacation, doing that. Whereas in the past, you don't usually take, I never really took vacations that much, like not like a week. I just would take like a day here or a day there. So I always had like, like 100 hours like and but not anymore. I took the day off today and I only had like 40 some hours PTO. Well, I think I have 4.5 weeks vacation every year, or at least four. I have at least 4 weeks vacation every year. I have a lot, but ever since I met my wife, she kind of coerces me into taking off more time, than I used to. Let's go on vacation. Let's go here. Let's go there. I'm like, all right. Only days you take off is for a while. It used to be kind of like that. The only days I take off were usually just for gaming purposes. Ah, you bastard. I don't know if I'm high enough level to do this quest down here. The absent-minded prospector, probably not. I don't think I'm going to do it. I don't think at level 17, I probably would struggle with that one quite a bit. I don't think I'm going to be able to sheep the golems, so that's not going to be, that's not going to help me out too much. There's a 19 paladin. Not even bother to respond. Maybe he doesn't know the quests. What year? What do you mean, what year? Oh shit, I ran right into that guy. What am I doing? Like, let's just run right to the level 18 Thresher. What level? I am 17. Level 17. Oh, crap. Somewhere along the line, we disabled ring menu. And of course, he healed himself. You little bitch. I'm not sure what I just did. Not sure what I did there. I cast some sort of spell, but I don't even know what it was. Weird. Correct me if I'm wrong, but couldn't you like open the interface up? Like now you can't open up the interface while you're in combat, and I'm pretty sure you could do that in Classic WoW and Vanilla. Thresher. I hate Threshers. I don't like Threshers. Wow, talk about some serious lag there. It was so slow getting that spell up. I didn't think it even think it was gonna do it. I'm not sure if it's even worth getting these. Yeah, I know, but I'm too lazy to do it right now because I'm busy. I'm busy, Phil. I'm probably not gonna get this. I don't think this turtle's gonna really be worth it right now. I'm gonna have to clear out at least 3, maybe 4 mobs just to get them. Ah, screw it. Who cares? Let's do it. Quit your complaining, Julian. We got this. Oh no, they're not linked and interesting. I level in the human area up to like level 10, and then I come over and a lot of times do the Night Elf area. And at the level I'm at right now, I'm going to be going probably straight to Lakeshire. Oh, I thought he'd be out of range. I guess not. Damn. And they've made these easier too. Watch how you don't have to get right up on it. Well, I'll still have to take this guy out, but they have made the range on looting these guys easier in the TBC client. Or the pre-patch, whatever this is. Say, I don't have to get very close. Now, do I want to get this one? This one over here is really a pain in the butt. I think I'm going to skip that one. Feeling a little bit lazy today. They buffed Venom Strike? Oh, nice. Got this one already. Jabroni's attacking me through the wall there, of course. Oh, shit. Oh, he stopped. Did he stop? He kind of did. Yeah, see, it's easy to loot these guys now. They've changed the loot location or the interaction location. He's just sitting there. He was just sitting there in the water. It's weird. No, you don't have to loot his head either. Man, another quest that changed, man. Isn't it? It's amazing how many things are different in Burning Crusade. Of course, I don't remember these things because it's been so long since I played.
Stop and ask for directions, I told him. But no! It's interdimensional, he says. What can go wrong?
One more level, Phil. And then we get the plus 30 spell damage dagger. Compliments of Ken. Ugh, that will help tremendously. I hate how that moth is riding up my butt. I liked it better when the bets were off to the side. The changes that they make in TBC aren't needed. You know, it's like why make the mobs non-elites anymore? And why? I mean, everything they've changed has made the game like easier, and I don't really understand why you would do that. I don't understand the need for that at all. Why make whatever? It gets me so upset when I think about it. So we continued nubification of WoW. It started in TBC and it went all the way to the state of what retail is today, which is just a total cluster. Pretty impressive though. Normally I don't get this high in level, just doing the Night Elf area, but I did all the Night Elf quests, starting with the actual very first quest, you know, all the way in the very Night Elf starting area. So even at level 10, I went in there and did all like the level 1 and level 2 quests. I did every single one. I haven't done every quest in Darkshore, but I've done a lot of them. But I did every quest in Teldrassil, I think.
Peace be with you.
Ooh, yeah, we get quite a few. These give you reputation with Darnassus too.
Asha Fela.
So let's take a look. Look at that. We're getting close to revered. Nice.
Hello. Good luck, friend.
Yeah, well, could have used that at 15. I didn't realize I had that. Don't need it now. Play it. I have 2 of them. Nice. 6. All the junk I sent my character when I created my character.
What brings you here? Goddess, watch over you. My goods are of the highest quality. Farewell.
I am honored. Go in peace.
What's on your mind? Keep your feet on the ground.
I am listening. Farewell. May the stars guide you.
My staff is making a reflection on the water here, which is kind of wrong. Not taking into account distance. Do it at all. It's weird. I guess we'll do the Murloc quest. Some level 18 should be quite easy. Wow, it takes 8? 8 of them. Damn it. I was spamming Fire Blast. I hate how you can't open up the interface when you're in combat. That is a new change, and that's got to be a new change that I really, really dislike. Yeah, you run over there, buddy. You just keep going. Most of the changes I see in TBC, I don't like. And they might have existed in the original TBC. They probably did. Man, they're annoying. I got stopped casting, but it's not doing what I want it to do. Something else. I know this isn't a foolproof. Evade? How are you evading? Great. Where'd he go? He ran off to aggro the whole ship, probably. Maybe he's dead. It says I'm not in combat, so. Or maybe he just reset. Okay, you run that way. Weird. My wife's calling. Hello? Hey, you're calling late. What's up? Oops, sorry, I was muted. Sorry about that, guys. My wife called, so she was out kayaking and was on her way back to her mom's house. She's taking care of her mom's cats while her parents are out of town, and I'm playing World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft. All right, let's go ahead and take care of these. I'm gonna knock out the cave quest, the Den Mother quest, and the fishing quest, and I might try to do the Gyromaster retrieval. Maybe I'd be a lot more comfortable doing that if I had my level 19 spell power blade. But we're only, well, maybe we can get there. I think I also have this quest too, don't I? Yeah, the Blackwood. The Blackwood Corrupted. So we have 4 more quests to do, and maybe 5, and then we're done. And we're done with Dark Shore. That'll get us close to, definitely get us to 19. And then we'll, I'm not sure where I'm going to go next. Whether I'm just going to go to Lakeshire? Probably. I may run down to Astronaut just to get the flight path. Stop auto running. Ah. You know what? Let's do. I'm just killing everything because I'm trying to get to level 19. The sooner I get there, the better. Ooh, level 17. Gonna be tougher than I thought. This is Grovulus, Jason, which is a really good realm, actually. I like. It took me a while to find a good realm in Classic WoW, and it was Grovulus, man. Grovulus is just a really good realm. Yeah, it's a good server. I spent quite a bit of time in Classic WoW bouncing around between different servers and trying to find a good one, you know? It's like 900 alliance only. Gravius has more alliance than Horde, but it's probably like, it's fairly balanced. You know, it goes up and down, but I think it's fairly balanced. Well, I'll look at the population here in a second and take a look. It's probably like 58% alliance or something, but... Shit. I forgot that when I loot the container, it makes them come after me. I always forget about that because I don't do this quest a lot. Because it's kind of difficult, really. It's not an easy quest. You never played TBC? Why is it evading? Yeah, I mean, if you've never played TBC, just play what you want, man. Play whatever you want. Been playing vanilla server since 2015. TBC is not that much different. I mean, some classes are a little bit better in TBC than they were. You know, like, you know, druids are better in TBC than they were in Classic. You know, paladins are better in TBC than they were in Classic. Paladin tanks are really good. You know, paladins have a taunt now, and you know, so really it doesn't really matter. I mean, any class you played in vanilla is going to be good in TBC. TBC's fairly balanced. Druid's really good. Druid's really good in TBC. Hunter's good. You know, Druid, Hunter, you know, Priest. All good. Oh, the knockdown. Yeah, these are all 18 slot bags. I have a lot of characters on this server. In fact, my slots are completely full. So I've got a 60 paladin and a bunch of 40s and yeah. My gear's starting to get mucked up. Yeah, there's 16 slot bags. I wish I had 18 slot bags. Yeah, they're all 16s. The price of Mooncloth bags actually went down though. I was surprised. I thought it would have been higher. But I got most of these bags I got for like 18 gold each. Just pretty good for Mooncloth. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can do this quest solo. It's probably not a good idea for me to do this quest. There's just too many mobs. And Blizzard actually made this quest more difficult than it was in Classic. There's like bears roaming through the camps, which in Classic the bears were around the camps, but they weren't roaming through it. This quest actually looks harder than it in TBC than it did in Vanilla. The first thing I've seen in TBC that's actually looks like it's increased in difficulty. Damn it. Way to jump in the water, Julian. Gotta take out this last fishing quest here that we have in Darkshore, or in Aberdeen. What do you mean, better than what, retail, or? Shit, I must have missed it when I turned the camera. Better than the 1.12. Darkshore always looks good. Really? Huh. I haven't really noticed it looking any different for me, but it looks the same to me, but I don't know. The riveting fishing. I actually do extensive searches on the internet for thumbnails for vids. I do a lot of just searches through Bing and Google. I have images. I have an extensive image library of just like all kinds of stuff for fantasy stuff, you know. But yeah, you can find. I mean, there's so much on the internet. But yeah, I just spend a lot of. I spend a lot of time actually searching. Hey, Phil, you got here right? Yes, the riveting fishing, Phil. I'm trying to finish out this last, fishing quest here. And then we'll do the cave quest. I don't think I'm going to do the... I don't know. The Blackwood Corrupt is a tough one to do because there's so many mobs around there. But maybe we'll give it a go. I don't know. I mean, we are right here. Oh yeah, I'm doing the Electropellers quest. There's 3 fishing quests in Darkshore. 3. That's why I do, and it's just, and I usually almost always do them all. This is the 3rd one. First one is to get the Darkshore Grouper. The second one is to get the Gafferjacks, and the 3rd one is to get the Electropellers. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people miss him because there's a gnome upstairs in the inn. When you go upstairs in the inn, there's a little gnome there, and he gives out 2 of the fishing quests. Everybody sees the Dark Shore Grouper quest because it's the dwarf on the beach, but everybody forgets the gnome who has the 2 additional fishing quests up top in the inn. And yeah, but I mean, I'm like, check this out, Phil. I'm already getting close to Revered with Darnassus because I've done basically all the Night Elf quests in the Starter Zone, all the Night Elf quests in Dolinar, all the Night Elf quests outside of Darnassus, and now I've done most of the Night Elf quests in Darkshore. I haven't done them all. There's always a few that I just don't do because they're either too difficult or they're just time consuming. Like the Absent Minded Prospector would have been a tough one for me to do because I wouldn't be able to sheep the golems and. You're invested on fishing, Phil. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But it's a good way. You do these 3 fishing quests. It's a good way to get your fishing skill leveled up. So I mean, I'm at 115, and usually I end up getting pretty much maxed on fishing after I finish the 3 fishing quests. So, I mean, Blizzard knew what they were doing. They had it set up so that if you knew what you were doing, you could actually level your cooking and fishing all the way to 125 before you left Darkshore. As long as you were picking up the recipes and doing the stuff as you leveled, So they did a good job of balancing out the quests. I wasn't, excuse me, I wasn't really thinking about getting a tiger. I just always do the Night Elf quests because I like the Night Elf quest zone. I like Darkshore. But yeah, I mean, maybe I will try to get the tiger. Seeing a Draenei ride around a tiger ought to be pretty interesting looking. Well, don't you have to get to Exalted though to get it? So I'm only getting pretty close to Revered. But we'll see. Yeah, see, I'm already 120 fishing. Good. Good. Wait a second. No. I needed that quest. Shit. Well, wait a second. Let's see. Maybe I can get it. I might be able to I think I can ninja loot this one. Sweet. Yes. Yeah, you can ninja loot that one from somebody else. Awesome. No, it's good. You can ninja loot that one, dude. That's one of the few quests where even if you don't kill the guy, it drops the item on the ground. So you just go up and pick it up. So I was able to look, I got the Blackwood Corrupted complete. So that's awesome. Yeah, Ungoro, yeah. I'll be doing, I'll be doing the Ungoro. I love Ungoro, so. So that's awesome that I got that quest done too. Yeah, I just have to do the Cave Mushroom quest, and then I think we're done. Like Ken has come online. Sanoa. What is Sanoa? Is that his warlock? Oh, his paladin's level 58. Ken's boosting that paladin. Ken, there's no way you leveled that paladin all the way to 58. He was boosting. Oh my god, the boosting meta is so ridiculous, guys. That's the sad part about Burning Crusade is everybody's going to be boosting, paying for boosts. You won't be a lot in the beginning, but you'll start seeing it after like a couple of weeks when people get up to higher level. You'll start seeing people being like boosting people. It's going to be sad. Actually, so that's what makes the leveling in the first couple of weeks of TBC will be fun because, there's nobody that's maxed out with great gear or anything. So everybody has to basically play the content the way it was meant to be played. What a surprise, right? What a freaking surprise. I'm actually going to do the quests, or maybe, level my character and not just sit in a dungeon and have somebody boost me. I am so not a fan of boosting. Now, if you're in a guild, right? If you're in a guild and there's guild buddies in your guild who want to run you through dungeons, I'm not super opposed to that. I mean, the easiest way, it's so easy for Blizzard to fix it, right? All Blizzard has to do is put level requirements on the dungeons. Just say that, you know, if you're above like what's Stockades, right? Stockades is like, here, hold on a second. The music was getting way too loud. So Stockades is like level 24 to, I don't know, 30 or something. Just make it so that nobody can go into the dungeon that's outside of that level. Simple, problem solved. Yeah, it's just, I mean, you know, I've talked about it I don't understand. I mean, if I made an MMO, that's what I would do. You know, I just have to make my own MMO. Fuck these people. I just need to, I need to get, you know, I need to just go to like, you know, go to the Unreal forums and just start recruiting people. Get about, you know, 100 people together and just, we'll make our own MMO. Wouldn't that be awesome? Get about 100 people and we'll just make a really small scale. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't allow people in the dungeons that were outside the level range, man. Well, the other thing, well, what you can do, okay, so this is what you do. You allow people to go into a dungeon at any level, but only if there's only one person. So, like, if I'm level 60 and I want to go into Stockades to farm cloth, I can do that. But once I try to get in a group with someone else, right? Or basically, once I try to get into a group with anybody that's in the level range, I can't go in. So if you have someone in your group that's within the level range of the dungeon, everybody in the group has to be within the level range of the dungeon, right? But if you want to have 360s, get in a group and go run Stockades, yeah, sure, who cares? Go ahead. You know what I mean? So it's a very easy fix. And that would prevent people from getting boosted. You know? I did play the Lights Hope vanilla servers. I played Elysium, Lights Hope, Northdale. I played all those servers. And I did like the Lights Hope server a lot. Okay, so we have to do... I don't know why this powers below keeps showing up. Whatever. But we have to do the mushroom quest, which is always a fun one. I liked Northdale. Northdale was good. You know, it was a good server. You know, I may move. Let's try something here. I know a lot of people put them up here, which I don't like. Let's put this... Put this here. And then we're just going to move this way over here. Looks kind of weird, but let's see if that... doesn't really matter, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it was the most I ever saw on a World of Warcraft server. We had 14,000, like 140 people, dude. Over 14,100 people in a classic vanilla server all at once, and it worked. It wasn't even, it was laggy, but it wasn't that bad. It was playable. It was pretty impressive, to be honest. Yeah, it was 14,000. I have a video of it. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. This song sounds so much like Game of Thrones, but guess what? This song came out way before Game of Thrones ever came out. Yeah. Well, you got to remember back when Blizzard when WoW first came out. I mean, it was 2004, so the server hardware was a lot different, and people's bandwidth weren't as good. So now, you're playing the same client software or server software, but actually it's not even the same server software, to be honest. But everybody's got faster internet connections. The servers are more powerful. The servers have faster, more bandwidth. So, yeah. Oh, you and your damn heal. Sorry, I was playing around with my music. Playing around with the music. You just rewound the stream to hear your fix for dungeons. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like totally makes perfect sense, and it's like I don't understand why they don't do it, Phil. You know why not do that? That would completely prevent boosting. You know, I don't understand. It's just such a simple solution. I hate these guys healing themselves. The nice thing about this quest up here, the Gyro Master Retrieval, is that when you kill the level 20 elite robot, you the reward you get is the underwater breathing potions, which come in really handy. I wonder if they've nerfed that quest so that it's not so he's not an elite anymore, because he's actually really difficult to kill. I mean, normally you have to be like level 20 at least. I'm not going to bother trying to do it because I just not going to bother with it. I mean, I guess I could try to do it on the off chance that they've nerfed him and he's not an elite anymore. But I'd be surprised if he was, you know, if he wasn't an elite. Yeah, pretty much. Well, it's well, I mean, I've been doing a lot of, link statements in C#. So with the link statement, what you do is you have a data set, right? So you have a data set and you could basically, just check for the level, right? Yeah, it's super easy. With the link statement, you say, here's the data set. So here's an instance, a collection of all the users who were in this dungeon. So basically, it would be like a dungeon group class. So you'd have a class for the dungeon group, and inside that class would be an instance of each gamer, which would be each player. So you'd have basically a dungeon class, and you'd have a player class, and the player class would be a collection, and the dungeon class could be a collection, but it probably would be a collection as well. So we have an instance of the Stockades dungeon class. Inside that dungeon class, we have an instance of the player collection. Inside that player collection, we have each of the players that are in there, and you could just check. You could say, give me the max level of, of a player in that player class, and it would right away, come back and say, oh, the highest level character in this, out of the characters in this, in this dungeon is like maybe level 24. And then right away you could say, okay, fine, then then these people can. And you have to do the minimum level too, because you can't let like a level 12 character in there. But so it just depends on how you want to do it. If you want to prevent the whole group from going in, if someone's outside the level range, which is what I would do, that's what you would do. So you'd basically just check. You say, what's the max level, what's the min level, and as long as the max level isn't higher than the maximum level of the dungeon, and the min level isn't lower than the minimum level of the dungeon, then that group of players are free to enter the dungeon, right? You can also, in Link, though, you could do a lot more cool stuff in Link. So, you can query the Link statement, where you could return back multiple. There's so much you can do with Link. It's actually really powerful. And I love Darkshore. Darkshore is one of the nicest looking zones in all of World of Warcraft. It's just such a cool zone. I mean, it just looks so good. Like, and if I go in here and I go to graphics and I turn the ground clutter up all the way, now look at it. Look at how awesome it looks. Beautiful colors. Yeah, they're just they're collections, or they're basically lists of objects, right? So the employee is a class. Everything in an object-oriented programming language is an object. Basically, everything's an object, right? So the employee is an object. So it's just like, if you wanted to, here, let's see. Let's just go. No, so you'd have like class, class, player, right? And then inside your player class, you're gonna have like, string. You're gonna have like. Actually, we'll make it a public. Give like public class. You're gonna have like player name. You have stuff like, player level, player class, or it wouldn't be player class, it'd be class type. Yeah, player level, and it wouldn't be player level because we're talking about the player, so it would be just level. And name would be fine, class type, and then you could say, there could be other stuff in here, like, I don't know, like, faction maybe, if you wanted. So, But yeah, this would just be your player object, right? And then inside of that, you'd have your dungeon. And this would actually be public. It would be public class, but it would be, there's more to it than that. But anyways, whatever. That would just be like your little player object. But that's just a class. But inside your here, hold on a second. I shouldn't have closed that.
Peace be with you.
Ooh, is that better than my wand? No. Jeez, wow, really?
Denadris.
Pretty good experience, though. but this would be your player. That would just be your player class. But inside the dungeon class, like the public dungeon class, you would have an instance. You'd have a collection. So it'd be like public, player, and then it would be like this, public player. So you'd have like a list, and a list of players. So you could have, and inside of here you'd have multiple players. So you just inside here you could have an instance, multiple instances of this object inside your collection, which is inside your dungeon, class. That's how you can just iterate through your list here to find out all the levels, min max level of the different ones. But make the dungeon group an instance of a class. Well, every
My goods are of the highest quality.
every object is going to derive from the base class. So I mean, in Visual Studio and Microsoft, in C#, all classes inherit from class, right?
Bliss watch over you.
Oh, this is C++ here. It's file new. Where's my templates? I haven't used Visual Studio on my home computer in a while. Where's templates? File, new, project. It's not giving me all my options. Console, empty project. I don't want C++ though. Where's all my templates? Windows, console. Yeah, looks like my templates are missing. Looks like I only have C++ installed with Visual Studio right now, which is whatever. That's probably because I was doing Unreal Engine stuff, which was C++. So we don't have C# on there, but yeah, I mean all the classes are gonna inherit from the base class. So yeah, I mean your dungeon class, your player class, they're all basic, just class objects. So where is this? And then check membership of the class. I mean like I said, the dungeon group object is a class, which of course inherits from the base class. You wouldn't check for the membership of the class. No, I'm not sure what you're saying there. That you wouldn't really need to do that. It would already inherit from the base class, so the compiler would already know that. Yeah, it's kind of similar. I mean, Java is very similar to C#. It's basically how you define it. When you define the dungeon class, you define it as public, so it has, so that it's accessible, right? Like, if you want to create it, like when you're, let's see, so like, if you're making a video game, you're making an MMO, right? You're gonna have your basic game. You're gonna have your game engine. This is your game engine, right? So this is the engine, but inside the engine, you're gonna have all kinds of different components, right? So like here, you've got the game engine, which is a big black box. Inside here, you're gonna have your games. Inside this game engine, you're developing your MMO, and you're gonna have like a game engine loop. This is the loop that just runs the game code, right? And inside of this game engine code that's running your game, right? It's just a process, right? This is just a running process like an exe on your computer, right? But inside of for your server software, right? But inside of here, you're gonna have all your code. So inside, you're gonna have to have all your class objects. So you got your player, right? Player. This is so hard to do with the mouse. And in here you have your dungeon, right? So it just depends on at what level, like your dungeon's gonna be, it needs to be exposed to other parts of the game engine, right? So like or like the player also needs to be public. So the dungeon needs to, first in our instance, in our example, the player is going to be a collection inside of the dungeon group class. But there's different parts of the game itself that are going to need to have rights to different objects, and some things aren't going to need to have rights. So like, for example, if the dungeon object has a class inside of it that's just called like enemies, like enemy units or something, those enemy units are specific to this dungeon. So these enemy units could be private. So let's say you're in Molten Core, right? Molten Core is a dungeon, right? So Molten Core is a dungeon. So when we create an instance of our dungeon class, the specific dungeon we're referencing is Molten Core. Inside of this dungeon class, we have bosses. Well, when we have Ragnaros is only going to be in Molten Core. So the instance of these individual bosses inside our dungeon class are private, because only the dungeon class needs to know about those, those things. The player doesn't care. So it's just all scope. It's all scope and what needs what. What needs to have access to what. So, and that's all part of your design. When you design your game, you're gonna have to come up with all your your classes and your objects and your architecture. What is DW about Muse? Make it specific. Say it's you. Just said yeah. Sea cloth junk mail.
See you soon.
I'm still not level 19. I'm probably not the best teacher for programming, but I know my shit pretty good. I've been writing code for 20 plus years. But yeah, it just really depends on how you're architecting out your whatever it is you're writing. +3 spirit. Ooh. +3 and +2 spirit. It's actually an upgrade.
Be careful.
We're getting closer. We got 2 more quests to turn in. We might make level 19. It's gonna be close. I hope we hit it because I want to be able to equip that spell power dagger. This quest ought to give me some pretty decent experience. We're still not. Oh, now he wants me to speak to Onu. Damn it. I don't want to speak to Onu. Okay, which one is... Oh, this is the... Yeah. Looks like we're going to come up just short. Going to be just a little bit short of level 19.
Hey. Off and away.
Yep. That's okay. Yeah, we're good. I was hoping I was trying to make sense. If I had a whiteboard, not that... I've got a drawing tablet. I just don't have it hooked up to my computer right now. It'd be a lot easier to draw stuff out if I was using my tablet. But yeah, when you're making... Yeah, but most of the stuff is already like we could find documents on this stuff, I'm sure. Right? So, example, game... architecture, example, MMO. What I'm looking for here is diagrams. This is like the 3,000 foot view, so that's super high. Here again. Worker process, workers, this is more server based stuff. The server. The TCP, the networking, This looks like it's got a little bit more details. Take a look. Ooh, I might have to remember this. I might have to save this document. This is MMO. What is it? Creating a MOG? What is a MOG? Cooperative play reduces system overhead. Okay, architecture of I don't know what an MMOG is. Massively multiplayer online game, maybe? Maybe? Client, account login. So yeah, login, web billing, account database, game world, game logic, action response, client specific worldviews. This is pretty cool. I'm gonna have to save this one. Yeah. I'll take a look at this later.
You wish to buy? Trade?
Goes out of a raid, yeah. Yeah, kind of. I mean, kind of. I mean, once you in World of Warcraft, once you go into a dungeon, it's kind of like a different self-contained piece of code, you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, exactly. So the instance would be its own process. So if you go into a dungeons in an MMO, and I don't know this for sure, I'm just guessing, right? So like if you look at like a website, right? Like if you look at a web server, right? When you connect to a website, that website's running on a web server somewhere. The web server basically spins up a what is it called? It's I'm just going to call it a process, but it's actually not called a process. It's called an application pool, right? So it spins up an application. Well, the application pool is more. There's more to the application pool than just process. That's probably too complicated. Basically, what it does, it spins up its own self-contained, process. So if you go to, see, do we have? Wish I had my tablet connected. So you have a web server, right? And when you go to a website, right? This is like a website. This is a website page, right? So if we go to like Google, right? This is Google. That's a bad example. This is the web server. And on this web server, it has multiple websites, okay? Each one of these websites are running in their own process space, right? So an MMO the MMO is going to be very similar. So you have an MMO server, the MMO server software is running, right? But that's why remember like when you play World of Warcraft, someone says the login server's down, right? Or someone says like a specific continent may be down. Like in some MMOs, like you'll be like in Kalimdor, and Kalimdor will be down, but the other continent will be up. That's because they've split parts of the game into separate processes. So there may be a process that just handles Kalimdor. There may be a process that just handles the Eastern Kingdoms. And then inside of those, those processes, server spaces, spaces, code that's running its own self-contained kind of process, you would have dungeons. And each dungeon, and that's why a dungeon has a dungeon instance ID. Remember, like in WoW, there's instance IDs? That's because every time someone goes into a dungeon and zones in, it spins up a process, and that process is assigned an ID. This is process 1. This next one that gets spun up is process 2. So this is an instance of Dead Mines, and this is an instance of Dead Mines, but it's specific. They're self-contained, right? And so yeah, but the main thing with the game loop, right, in a video game, in an MMO, this is the game loop, right? These are the arrows. It's it's just a circle that runs. Is it checks, like it says, okay, here's the player, and it's going to say when you log in, where it's going to read the data from the server and say where was the player last when he logged out, and it's going to say, okay, he was over here in this continent, so I'm going to spawn the player right here, and and at the same time while it's doing that, it's going to submit all these other tasks to go and look where are there enemies or other players nearby this player, and then those are going to spawn. Or they don't really spawn, they show up. It's like, oh, you were here in Westfall, so I'm gonna log you in, and you're gonna appear here. But at the same time, while it does that, it's loading you into the game. It's checking to see who was within viewing distance of you. It's like, okay, there's a player here, so we're gonna go and find this player, and there's a player here, and all that stuff's gonna appear inside your your game loop on your client locally, right? That information for this player that happens to be standing right next to you, that information gets sent down to your client that's running on your PC at home, and that information says, oh, this player is standing next to you, and then it's going to generate that player object, right, and render it in your instance of the game. And this is just all client-server architecture stuff. So, fun stuff. But there's so much to, you know, like an MMO. It's just super complicated. Actually, I shouldn't say that. It's not that it's super complicated. It's pretty simplistic. It's just writing the code, though, to make it work. You know, the air-free code that's efficient and fast, and that's the hard part. Fun stuff, though. There's a mage trainer around here somewhere.
May I be of service?
I don't know, maybe. Jabroni.
Lioness Aka. I hope you find something useful. Remember the lessons of the past.
Well, the process ID would be just... The process ID is just... So... Process ID is so you know which objects exist within that, you know, what code is running, and, you know, once you're inside that contained area, all the information relates to that process ID. So yeah, you're going to say, here's the player, he now exists within this process ID, and here's the ID. The same thing you see with sticky IP when you do a web server farm, and like there's multiple web servers up, and when someone logs into a web server farm, it's going to have an ID, a sticky ID, which attaches to you as the person logging into this web server farm. You know, because there's like Microsoft has their own website, or like apple.com or something. Well, they have more than one web server that hosts apple.com because they can't handle the load of, you know, so many people. So it's basically a farm, a web farm. There might be like 5 servers, and when you log in, you get assigned an ID of the server that you're on. So it's going to basically load balance you out. It's the same thing with the probably it's similar, I would imagine. I'm just guessing. It's similar with MMO where you go into an instance of Deadmines. It's just going to assign you the ID for that instance, and that way all the information that's communicating back and forth to the server, to the client, you, is in relation to that ID. So it, you know, so when you move inside that instance, it says, okay, this player moved forward. Communicate that input from their keyboard up to the server, and it says, okay, they moved forward within this instance of Deadmines, right? So that your character is there, and it shows you, and it moves you to a position in that particular instance. But you don't like my hearth? I've been keeping my hearth here just because the Mage trainer is here, and because the jewel crafting trainer is also here. And I don't know of any other jewel crafting trainers that are other than obviously the Blood Elf one. But I checked Stormwind, and there's no jewel crafting trainer in Stormwind. So that's the biggest reason I kept my hearth here was because of that. Was because I know the JC trainer's here. What is this?
May your days be long and your heart.
Anyways, I need to find the
Arcanon Poro.
mage trainer. I know there's one here. I just around here somewhere. Here it is.
May the light embrace you.
Oh, arcane missiles rank 2. Sweet. Amplify magic. Remove lesser curse. Ooh, flame strike. Fireball. Rank 4. Wow.
Favor the road, traveler.
Okay, so this should be rank 2. Good. Fireball is going to automatically upgrade to rank 4. Flame strike. don't know what I'm gonna do with this amplify magic, dampen magic, and remove lesser curse.
Good fortune.
Yeah, I've never had to use them too much. I think dampen magic used against targeted party member, increasing damage taken from spells. Increasing damage taken from spells. So I mean, it could be useful for sure. But I'll play around with. Really, the amplify magic it looks like the flash heals. Oh man.
The Naru have not forgotten. Embrace you.
All right. Well, where's the mining trainer?
The Naru have not forgotten us. Remain vigilant.
Yeah, I'm trying to think where I'm gonna go now. Yeah. It says targeted party member though. See that? It says amplifies magic used against the targeted party member. Does it work against NPCs? Or is it just a party thing? Let's find out. There we go. Yeah, see, it doesn't. You can't. You can only cast it on friendly players like yourself or yeah. It's only usable against players. And I don't even know if it's usable against like enemy players because it says targeted party member. hit this flight master. I'm curious if I can fly anywhere from here. Yeah, but I think I've out-leveled most of the Space Goat Zone. I mean, I'm level 18, and I'm going to assume that most of the quests here are probably just to get you to, like, level, I don't know, 20-ish maybe. I don't think I really need more copper at this point. It is, yeah. Yeah, the dampen and amplify both will cast on me because even though I target like a mob, it doesn't work against a mob. It's only against a player.
Each day is a blessing.
You don't know any flight. I have no flight locations located connected to that one. Okay, well, which? All right. What do you mean my legs are yellow? What do you? I'm not sure what you're saying. I've got a yellow robe on. Oh, you mean? Oh, they need to be repaired. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I actually was looking for a repair person there. I didn't see one, so I'm gonna hit one at the next hub. I'm just not sure where I'm going right now. I guess Lakeshire would be the most obvious. Maybe I can get a Dead Mines group. I mean, I could do like Westfall, but I'm way too high level for Westfall. So, but yeah, you can see we got within 944 points of getting revered. No, I'm too low level. I mean, the lowest level Dustwood quests have you killing. I mean, I could do the wolves, like the wolves and the spiders. I could probably do. I mean, I guess you probably could. I mean, once I hit 19, because of the dagger that Ken gave me, the plus 30 spell power, I could probably do it. I mean, I don't really want to do Lakeshire. I really don't like Lakeshire. I've done it so many times. You know? Need to find a better way to display these targets. I'm just gonna put them back the way they were. I need to get Xpearl working, Zpearl. So I use that. Ooh, I thought I was gonna miss that jump. That would have pissed me off. My hooves got caught on the wood there. Yeah, it can be costly, that kind of, especially on the boat, because if you miss it, you know, yeah. But you know me, I'll always do it anyway. And I've missed a few of those jumps, not too often, but I have missed them. Usually when I'm tired.
Well met. Farewell. Hello. Be careful.
You like what plan? You must be behind me on the stream by quite a bit. Where'd you think I was going? I have to fly to Stormwind because if I'm gonna go to Darkshire or Duskwood, I mean I could have gone. I'm a little bit too low to be doing the wetlands, although we'll probably do some of the wetlands quest. But I think we'll head to Darkshire. I mean, I gotta get to bed pretty soon because it's 2:20 in the morning and I have to go over to my wife's parents tomorrow. We're gonna cook out on the grill, and I won't be gaming tomorrow. I'll be out tomorrow all day, so you won't see me online tomorrow probably at all. Thanks, Sam. Yeah, we'll be, you know, my wife's watching her parents' house and the cat's there while they're out of town. So, you know, they have a grill. Her dad's even got a forge there if I want to do some blacksmithing. So they got a grill, they got a swimming pool. So probably cook on the grill, make some brats, and then probably sit in the pool, do some swimming, and then we may go down to the docks and take a boat cruise out to one of the islands in Tarpon Springs. There, I don't know if we're gonna do that or not. But yeah, I'll definitely be out and about outside tomorrow, being in the real world for a little bit, you know. And then Sunday, I'll be there still. I'll spend the night Saturday with her up there, and then Sunday I'll be there, and I'll come back here sometime. She's probably gonna, because she's supposed to go back to work, I think, this week. She had tested positive for COVID, and that's why she hasn't been at work, because her work said that once she tested positive for COVID, that she had, you know, that she had to do the quarantine, I guess. She couldn't work for a couple weeks. All right, Phil. Yeah, no, it'll be nice. It'll be nice. We'll be doing a lot of stuff. So she'll be depressed on Sunday because I think she's going to be thinking about, you know, she has to go to work for the first time in 2 weeks this coming Monday. All right, so let's go ahead and hit the bank real quick so I can clear out some of my inventory. I'm level 18, so you would think there'd be some shoulders too, right? I think. Let's check out maybe the Magician's Mantle. Yep, Magician's Mantle. Oh, yeah, 35 gold. This one's 15 gold. You could put in a bid for 15 gold and see if I win them. Alright, I won't make you guys watch that. But I will take my other character who's got more money than this character and my priest and maybe buy some upgraded gear. We got to keep twinking this character out. She can level quickly. Yeah, well the thing is, you know, she was sick for like a couple days, and so she was gonna go to the doctor, but the doctor said because she was sick. You know, like, it was so funny. The doctor's like, well, you can't come to see me until you get a COVID test. So she went and got a COVID test. It came up positive, but the lady who did the test said it didn't do what it normally does. I guess they make these ding sounds when they're running your blood. She said it only dinged once, and normally if you have COVID, it dings like twice, and it prints out all this information, and it didn't print all the information. So she said, I'm going to go ahead because she told my wife, she's like, I know you probably don't want to go to work this week. And my wife said no. And she goes, so I'll go ahead and say this is a positive test. So you can go ahead and, you know, not have to go to work. But she told her that, you know, if you wanted, you could retake it and, you know, it may come up negative. So it might have been a false positive. But she did another COVID test yesterday, and she came up negative. So.
Safe travels.
We say basic cloth. Let's. Hmm.
Next question. Thank you for that. Oh!
All right, so Mr. Johnson, I have two questions. Alliance, I don't want to offend you. The first question is, Horde, where are you at? Good. I'm glad you're here. Oh, hell. Alliance, where are you at? Excellent. Excellent. My question is on behalf of the Horde. Good Lord. Everyone, can we have a round of applause for Alex's sexy V-neck? Look at that. It's one of the things I miss most about work is that sexy man right there. The second question is, when is the Horde getting its true war chief back? That was it.
Thrall? You're talking about Thrall? Thrall.
Wait, who?
Thrall?
It's funny, like, so Chris Metzen, after he had retired, you know, he couldn't stay away from BlizzCon. He actually showed up at BlizzCon, like, I think the 2 years, or it might have been the year after he retired. And all the big wigs at Blizzard are gone, man. All of them are gone. There's not really any left. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get to the next level. Oh shit, this guy. I don't know if he died or what, but he somehow dropped two wolves on me. Kind of weird. But this is a huge level for me because we get to equip the plus 30 spell power dagger. Oh crap, I certainly hope I can use daggers. Is that like a skill that I have to train? Oh my god. Oh, it is. Son of a biscuit. Oh. Who teaches daggers? Alright guys, please tell me it's not frickin'. Please tell me daggers is not Darnassus. I don't want to have to go all the way back to Darnassus. Crap. I can't believe that as a mage that you don't know daggers. Oh my god. Crap. I can't believe that. I think daggers is Darnassus. I really do. Oh, it's Stormwind? Oh, good. Thank God. I did not want to have to run all the way to Darnassus. Alright, cool. Well, we're gonna run and... Actually, I should have leveled first and then ran to Stormwind. But I guess it doesn't really matter. Might as well turn this quest in. It'll probably get me to 19. No, don't turn the quest in. We can turn that on our way into Lakeshire. Actually, there's a quest here, it looks like. Investigate Vermeer Lake. Oh, yes, the Mage class quest. That's right. I had that Mage class quest. Well, it's the weapons trainer, so... God, I don't know. Let's see. Classic WoW. Dagger. Please do not be fucking Darnassus, please. Okay, for the Horde, it's the Undercity. This guy says Ironforge for... Well, Ironforge is better than Darnassus because I can just fly there. Okay, Ironforge is daggers. Alright. Looks like we're headed to Ironforge. Darnassus also... Oh, Stormwind has daggers too. Every major city trains daggers. Stormwind does daggers. Darnassus does daggers. Okay. Alright, so that's cool. I didn't know that every city did daggers. I knew that some weapon skills were trained in multiple cities, so. Which other skills are trained in multiple cities? Staves. Staves are trained in Stormwind and Darnassus. Let's find out. Huh.
What can I do for you? Go with honor, friend. Well met.
Huh.
What can I do for you?
There it is.
Have a good one.
There it is, boys. Thanks. Finally. Now we've got that.
I supply only the finest goods.
All right, guys, I'm logging. I'm going to bed. It's almost 3 a.m. I will catch you guys later. Yeah, we hit level 19, so you probably won't see me again until Sunday, because tomorrow I'll be busy with the wife. Hope you guys have a good night, and I'll see you again next time. Peace out. Chill. Later. Woohoo! All right, man. Peace out. Bye-bye.